Hey, you guys, I just got my podcast up on Apple Podcasts. It would mean so much to me if you could go give me a follow and write a review. Thank you so much and enjoy the episode. How much should we spend on ads? Today, we're going to talk about how I calculate it. Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Mogul Magness Podcast. My name's Jonah Magness. I own and operate martial arts studios, and I've been able to help myself and some of my friends improve our business, and today we're going to talk about what's worked for us. Last video or 2 videos ago, I talked about the lifetime value and why that's so important to measure. If you're tracking how much your client is worth over their lifetime in your business, that's going to help you understand how much you can spend towards ads. But then we also need to focus on the cost of acquisition, the CAC, and being able to know how much it costs us to get that person in, close them, and what that number is. Because if that number is positive, and if it's really positive, then that means our clients coming in are always paying for themselves to get us more clients. So we have our cost of acquisition per customer. And what we're gonna do right now is just gonna figure out some really simple math to give some examples of how this exactly works. So say it costs me $10 per lead, and for every 10 leads I get 50% to, or like 8 of them book, 5 of them show that whole game. So let's just say 50% show rate. So times 10, $100. That means I got 5 people coming in. So I have 5 people coming in, then it gets into how good's our sales process and what are they closing at? What's the profit that they're closing at when they sign up on that day? So let's say we only closed half again, just to keep it simple. Can't have 2.5 people, so let's be even meter. Let's round down. So for my business, if I only close 50%, so divided by 2, our most popular option gives us about $300 in profit. So let's say we close those 2 people at our most common option that they take. So that means we're gonna get $600. And again, we close 2 people, so we can just say that like divided by 2, we get $300 per 10 people that we get. So that means for every 10 people, it costs us $100. And then we make $100, or we make $300 off of that person on the upfront. And the difference of that is $200. So for every 10 people, I get 2 new clients, makes me $600 after what I spent in ad spend to get those people in the door. Then I'm still hitting a profit of 600 minus 100, so I'm still hitting a profit of $500. So once we get to that number, that's when we can start playing with our lifetime value and our CAC and seeing that ratio and making sure that we're always having our clients pay for themselves. So let's have a little bit of a reminder on the LTV. We're talking about the lifetime value, which is just how long they stay in your business, how much you're spending in average revenue per month, and just multiplying that out. So to keep the number simple, we're gonna say $100 per month for 20 months, so that's $2,000. So if we have $100 times 20 months, means we're getting $2,000 lifetime. And so our LTV is that. Then for our cost of acquisition that we just figured out is every $100 we spend, we get $600, so we net $500 out. And so the ratio of our LTV to our cost of acquisition, 2,500. So we got 2,000 to 500 ratio, so it's a 4-to-1 ratio. For your LTV to CAC, you'd want to make sure you get that price higher, so it's more of like 8-to-1 for LTV to CAC. If you're doing front-end cash collected and you get to 4-to-1, that's insane. So when we talk about front-end cash collected, that's what they pay when they walk in the door. Getting that number to be at least 2-to-1, which is what we're sitting at. So that tells me my lifetime value is really low. So I either need to extend how long they stay here or increase my prices or both, which is something we've talked about before. So then think about if we raise our prices and are a little bit more expensive, but we make sure we provide the service for it like we talked about before. So I just make that 200 and then I make that 4,000. I know, always easy to be Excel rich, or in this case, whiteboard rich. But then we end up with a 4,000 to 500 ratio. And that sets me up at an 8-to-1. So that's when you can know that it's time to raise your prices. And all of that takes is just tracking your cost of acquisition, your lifetime value, and knowing how much you get when they walk in the door. If they're walking in the door and you're netting positive, but you feel like, man, I'm still not really seeing my business grow, I'm not seeing the profits in the end of the game, that means your prices are probably too low, so you should look at increasing those. Now, if you're always spending money out of pocket to get new customers in the door, then I think what you need to do is go through and check your cost of acquisition, and then check how you can change your programs they sign up for when they walk in the door. Because as soon as your customers start paying you to get more customers, you'll never have a cash problem again. What all these numbers mean is, as long as you guys are able to keep your cost of acquisition and your front end cash coming in at that higher ratio of you're getting paid to get more clients in the door, your clients are paying you to get more clients, that means you can increase your ad spend. If you need to just be in a season of just grow, you can get that ratio really low. As long as you're still coming out even or ahead, and you can just fill your business full of people, then you can dial it back, fix your front end cash, that way you're profiting on the customers coming in, as well as making sure that lifetime value stays really high. That's how I've calculated to be able to know how much I should be spending on ads. Like and subscribe so I can tell you more about what's worked in my small business that'll hopefully work for yours. Share this video and check out my playlist for more.